Long ago, so long ago it seemed like forever, a girl lay in the middle of her living room floor. It was Nana's birthday next week, and the little girl was drawing her, got her favourite crayons, and was drawing a picture from her favourite store. In the picture, there was a tall tower, and sitting at the window was Rapunzel, combing her long, flowing hair, waiting for the prince to save her. Every now and again, the little girl would look up from her drawing at her mother and father, who were sitting on the sofa looking at the television. There was a news program on television the little girl didn't understand. At bedtime, she asked her mother about the news program, but her mother just smiled. And the next day at school, the little girl was told that there was going to be an assembly. This was very exciting. The little girl liked to sing, enjoyed singing, and her head teacher was always very funny. But her teacher wasn't funny today. She told the children that the school would be closing at the end of the week, but not to worry because she felt sure she would see them all again very soon. And so the school had closed. And because her mother and father didn't need to go to work anymore, the little girl spent all of her time in her flat tower block. This was very exciting to begin with because they played games and they watched films. But as time passed, her parents spent more and more time listening to the radio and watching the television. It was almost as if they were looking for something. And so the girl went into her bedroom, played with her toys, and read Rapunzel to herself over and over. She enjoyed the bit of the story where Rapunzel and the Wicked Witch were up in the tower together. She decided one day that she would be Rapunzel for the afternoon. She went to see her mother, who gave her her favourite comb, went back into the bedroom and sat on the edge of her bed, staring out of the window, combing her long hair. From the window, the little girl could see the whole of the estate, the car park and the playground. Now, her mother and father had told her that she wasn't allowed to go to the playground. She wasn't allowed to see her friends. She hadn't been allowed to go to Nana's birthday party. But as she sat at the window, looking at the playground, the door opened. Out of the door came another little girl, about her age. She ran across the car park and onto the grass. She ran across the grass to the railings of the playground that the little girl had been told she was not allowed to enter. Looking around, this mysterious child opened the gate of the playground. She ran past the slide, past the trampolines, over to the swing. The little girl watched as this mysterious little girl sat down on one of the swings. And as she turned around, they saw each other and froze. There was a moment when it was clear that neither this mysterious stranger or the little girl knew what to do. And then the girl on the swing smiled, and it was a sweet, warm smile. And the little girl smiled back. The moment was broken, though, for the little girl on the swing looked back toward the door she had run from. Clearly, someone was calling her. She darted across the playground, through the gate, across the grass, back across the car park, out of sight. The next day, the little girl decided that she would take her storybook back to the window. She looked over the story about how Rapunzel waited for her prince at the window, but she was only half paying attention because she was looking for the little girl. She came. Later that afternoon, the door opened and a little mysterious child ran across the car park, across the grass, back to the playground. But this time, the little girl was braver. She stood up on the end of her bed and balanced herself on the window ledge. She banged on the window. "What's your name? Tell me, what's your name?" The girl in the playground could see that the girl was trying to talk to her, but of course she could not hear, for the window was closed. So she just gave a puzzled look. This encouraged the little girl. "What's your name? Tell me, what's your name?" The door to the bedroom opened. "Why are you standing on your window ledge?" her mum asked. "Mum, come here. There's a little girl in the playground. Come and see." But by the time her mum reached the window, the girl had vanished. Her mother smiled, rubbed her hair. The next day, the little girl watched, and again, this mysterious child ran from her flat block to the playground. She tried to call again. "What's your name? Please tell me, what's your name?" But she could not hear. And in the end, they were both content to smile. And the little girl pressed her hand against the glass. And so the days passed. The girl reading Rapunzel for the mysterious stranger to appear. Her parents in the living room watching the television, waiting for good news. And then it came. One day, her father came to the little girl and said it would be all right if she wanted to go out and visit the corner shop for a pint of milk. Did she want to visit the corner shop? Of course she did. First of all, she knew where she had to go. They walked down the stairs together, the little girl practically falling over her feet to get down the stairs as quickly as she could. Waited for her father to open the entrance door to the flat. As soon as she did, she bolted out of the door, across the car park, across the grass, to the railings of the playground. She looked. Slide, the trampolines, the swings, all empty. She looked around, hoping for any sign of the strange and mysterious girl she had seen from her window. But she wasn't there. When her father came, he put an arm round her, and they walked on to the corner shop together. They got their milk, and he got her a packet of sweets, but she was sad. But even her favourite sweets were disappointing. She had not achieved her goal of leaving the flat. But when she reached the door of her own flat block, who was there? Yes, the little girl sitting on the swing. She wasted no time at all. Practically tripping over her own feet once again, she ran as fast as she could across the car park. But now the girl was moving. She was already at the gate of the playground. She was leaving. She was going back home. "Wait," she called. "Wait for me." She ran as fast as she could. Heart pounding, breathless, she reached the grass. "Please stop." And she did. The little girl stopped and turned and smiled that sweet smile at the little girl. "What's your name? Please, tell me, what's your name?" The little girl smiled sleepily. "Why? My name is Hope." "Thank you," said the little girl. And the two children went back